All right, there we go, live. Jesse gave up.
You didn't like anything I suggested, so you're on your own.
I didn't like them. I was saying
Did the best I could.
that's not what the shows are about.
Well, I did the best I could.
Was that really the best you could? Was
No,
it?
it's the best that ChatGPT could do.
Wow. Wow.
It's the truth.
Horrible. The best that ChatGPT could do.
There.
I didn't like any of the other ones.
How's that?
That's better. How about that? That's better. Sorry, guys. We have a show next week. Jesse hated the title of it, so we're
I
trying.
didn't hate the title of it.
You hated the title.
Don't throw me under the bus.
How was that throwing you under the bus? Saying
Wait a
you hated
minute.
the title. You didn't like that. I don't like that title.
Wow, I never said that.
That's throwing you under the bus.
Okay.
What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that GTP? ChatGTP?
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. Sorry, ChatGPT.
And this is why. And this is why ChatGTP is not running the country. All right, let's start this show. We'll get there at the end of the show. Chad, you ready?
I'm ready.
Chad,
We should just put a poll on social media and have our audience vote for the best name of the show. We give them the topic. They vote for the name.
That's too much. What? No, it's all messed up. You messed up my whole thing. There we go. I fixed it. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, it's breaking. Just broke it.
Yep. Sorry about that.
If I do this and then I do this. Oh, fuck off. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm not live yet. Don't worry. We haven't started yet. All right, here we go.
We're on the YouTube.
Yeah, I know. But, we are on YouTube. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Birch. We have our co-host Short, and it's in the next room.
Hello.
Hi. And please welcome to our virtual left, my other co-host, Jazz 427.
Howdy, y'all. It's that time again. So sit back, relax, and grab your coffee.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 803, recorded live on February 7th, 2024, is the February Cash Your Coffee. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for your international callers, you can call us free via the web at cullenstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chad.
Gotta pay those bills.
Got to talk about Patreon. Guys, costs a lot of money to make this show work. There's 2 ways you could help us out. One, you go to PayPal. You give us a one-time donation. It's PAYPAL.me/The Geocaching Podcast. Or you join Patreon. Chad, you get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get stickers and coins and pins and
End of the year show.
end of the year show. Stickers, coins, pins. What else you get? Coins, pins.
Our ever loving things.
Path tag. And so, and you get the end of the year show, Patreon only shows. So it really pays. It really helps us out. We got a new one. We got X7 Kevin out of Ontario, Canada. He knuckled up to the bar, said, finally,
Hey,
I'm ready. Thanks a lot, Appreciate it. So, guys, you want to be like X7 Kevin out of Ontario, Canada, and be cool like him? You join Patreon. It's patreon.com. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write-in-the-rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cash than do cash maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. It's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
Jess, did you just go fluff the dog's pillows? Is that what I saw you do back there? Is that what you did?
She was trying to get onto the blanket that's on top of the crate, and it was all bunched up and she couldn't get on there. So I went and straightened it out for her.
Good mom.
And look at her. She's
So that's what GSM times 2 says. It looks like the dog's doing a good job training shorty nuts.
she has me wrapped around her little paw. Let me tell you.
A little tail. And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find us at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL, geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you how they can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by packtags.com for all your swag and pat tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to log or trade tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. And yes, I said that backwards. With over 50,000 tags to collect, packtags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at packtags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
I think I'm going to get the dog's path tags.
What's that?
I'm going to get the dog's path tags.
Woof, woof.
You're going to get the dog's path tags?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Is it going to be like they each get their own, or is it just like a Roxy and Jeep's path tag?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to like see if I can find a good picture of them and do the send a picture in trick and see how it turns out.
What's the send a picture in trick?
Who was telling us about that? They took a picture and they submitted that as the design, and then when they got their proof back, they said it was like the best looking tag they'd ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I'll
by
let you know how it goes.
Okay. And by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventure for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having your geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting us at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-go.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find our show notes on our website or
in our show notes.
In our show.
You said that backwards.
No.
Yeah. Find our links to all of our sponsors.
What did I say?
You said all our show notes.
You can find our show notes on our website or on our show notes. Well, you can.
You can also find the links to all of our sponsors on our website or in our show notes.
All right, guys, Cash or Cough tonight. You want to give us a call, you give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808 got swag, and you can talk about whatever you want. It's Cash or Coffee. It's beginning of the month, so it's always fun. So what do we got to talk tonight about, you ask? I got it out. All right, we got a couple of emails here. So first off, from Jason Mueller. I don't know what his caching name is. He says, hey, due to the time difference, I guess he's in Canada, I was wondering if I could submit a show idea or at least a discussion point for the next Cash or Coffee. I was wondering if you guys could talk about geocaching groups. not like state organizations, but like the Dirtbag Geocaching Society. Or I believe Chad mentions he was part of the Nighttime Ninjas. I was just wondering who started these groups. Is there any information online about them? How does one join these groups? Are there more out there? Who started these groups, etc.? I would have loved to call in, but usually stuck at work when the show is live. Thanks again. Chad, you are part of the Nighttime Ninjas, and that's local.
Yes, I am.
Is it? I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's a local Houston area. But we've actually grown beyond Houston area. I think the furthest away we have a member from Portugal, who's a Nighttime Ninja member. So in general, I think these are pretty much grassroots grown. There's and usually you've got one or two individuals that have something that it's kind of unique about them, a little bit different about their caching and stuff. The Nighttime Ninjas was founded by 3 members who tended to cache at night. One of them in particular pretty much only cached at night because he would get off work around 9-10 o'clock at night, and that's the time he had to go grab some caches before he went home and got into bed and went to sleep. So he would go out, find his caches at night, and then part of the philosophy of the Nighttime Ninjas was to write logs that were meaningful about the caches and those type of things. So it's not just finding caches at night, but also finding good caches and making good logs about the cache finds and the caches themselves. So they kind of started up the society based upon that, and they also started up doing some Nighttime Ninja hides, where once a month they would one of the Nighttime Ninja members would hide a cache that was specifically targeted towards other Nighttime Ninja members that were a bit more difficult to find, intended to be found at night. And the first to find would get to hold the pat tag, which in this case, I don't know where mine is. I was given the one for that year that I joined the Nighttime Ninjas, and the pat tag was a big big wooden pat tag, about I'd say 10 inches in diameter.
Wow.
So it wasn't really a pat tag, but it was the Nighttime Ninja. It was trackable, and so and that would be put into the cache container for the next first to find on the Nighttime Ninjas, but it got retired every year, and it would be given out to one of the Nighttime Ninja members that year that they felt was deserving. And the society kind of grew from that. We have our own little discussion forum, and we would talk about our caches, talk about the finds, and you would apply to become a member of the Nighttime Ninjas, and you had to kind of give good reasons why you should be a member of the Nighttime Ninjas, such as the nighttime finds that you found, and show your loggings, and in caching with other Nighttime Ninjas was always a help. I can't really speak towards the Dirtbag Geocaching Society or some of the other ones that are out there, but I can speak towards the Nighttime Ninjas. But again, they're pretty much homegrown things. So if you think there's something kind of unique, and you think about your caching style, and you think that there's other people in your area that would be interested in, then start your own group. That's feel free to start your own group, and try to get some people in there. It may grow, it may not.
Yeah, we've I know here back a long time ago in the aughts and early teens, we had LEGS, which is the League of Extraordinary Geocachers. That's even pre-Jesse. Was that around when you started, Jess?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I had a lot of legs logs on my some of my caches.
Yeah, but that was just, I mean, it was all usually it's local. I know the dirt bags from what I know of them, and I'm no expert by any means, so I apologize if I'm wrong. But what I think they are from people I've met people who are in it, it's mostly ex-military people. It's mostly they're basically old schoolers, and they are purists. Like, they only only find ammo cans in the woods, and they only hunt woodsy. They don't do park and grab stuff like that. They look down on you if you don't do that. But that's really all I know about them, and there's really not that much on. I did a search for them. They really just have a Facebook page. That's really about it. There's a few things in the geocaching forum that are really old. Just because I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard about the dirtbags in a while. I haven't really seen them at all.
I know they were pretty popular in the early teens.
Yeah.
Stuff, but I haven't heard much about them recently. So.
No, neither have I. That doesn't mean they don't exist. It just means that,
I'm sure they exist. They're just a little less lower key.
So basically, Jason, in a nutshell, it's mostly, I'd say 95% of them are local. Locally started, locally owned, locally. They may have. I mean, there's not really huge ones out there that I know of anyway. There might be. I just don't know about them. But hope that helps. Sorry, we couldn't do more. But that's really all the information we have on them. Jess, you got something?
I don't have a whole lot. I was going to mention that I gave in to the requests, and my Easter scavenger hunt event has published.
Ooh.
I know people liked my holiday one so much that I did 2 years in a row that I had quite a few requests for others throughout the year. So I'm going to host an Easter scavenger hunt.
Which means I have to go to the mall.
It means you have to go to the mall.
Yeah.
Mall rats.
Right? No, it'll be fun. We went and did a scavenger hunt at another mall that somebody else hosted last weekend or the week before.
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago. And it was the same concept that I do with mine. It was a photo scavenger hunt. So you were given a list. He did his a little bit differently, but in short, you're given a list and you have to find the items in the mall and take a picture with the item and both people in your team in the picture. And then at the end, the team with the most points wins. And this one, we didn't know that all of the items on the list had point values. We were just given the list. And we found all but 2, and I think we might have tied for the most number found, but because the ones we didn't find were worth more points, we tied for second place. We did not win.
Whereas Jesse's event, the 3 points, the 5 points, the 4 points,
right?
All those. Whereas this one you didn't. So you were just trying to find what you could find.
Right. You just found what you could
find.
With
Jesse's, you could kind of focus. Like, all right, like, do we want to go for high numbers? Do we want to go for the the really easy ones that are going to be simple to find? So more of those. It's
right.
Yeah. So strategy. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'll probably do my Easter one pretty similar to how I did the holiday one. It seemed to work pretty well. Obviously, it's not going to be holiday items. It'll be Easter themed, but it'll be fun.
Did you see on that?
I do. It is GCAKAXR.
Okay. And when is it?
March 23rd. It's the weekend before Easter.
The weekend before Easter.
Yep.
All right. I'll be there.
Okay. It'll be fun. Yeah. If you're in the Chicagoland area, come by. We're in Vernon Hills at Hawthorne Mall.
Vernon Hills is right by Wisconsin.
Yeah, pretty
Wisconsin.
close. Yeah, the holiday one, we did have a few people come down from Wisconsin. I hope they come down again. That was fun.
Yeah, coming in from Wisconsin.
Bring some cheese.
Yeah. Gotta go
please.
To Mars
I would like some cheese. I'd like some curds, please.
Gotta go to the cheese castle. Get some cheese.
I eat my curds and whey every morning.
I like the squeaky ones.
Squeaky curds?
The squeaky curds. They're the best.
Yeah. Chad, what you got today?
I wanted to say, don't forget that this month is February and it is a leap year. So leap day is coming up this
It
month.
is a leap year.
And so don't miss out on being able to close out your 366 challenge.
Even though you can't place a new challenge.
But there's a whole
Even though
bunch
you can't place a new challenge, there's challenges out there. And, and if you're, especially if you're a relatively newer cacher and you haven't started working on that, if you
Mhm.
miss that day, you're going to be kicking yourself.
I
Trust
did.
me, I
Yeah.
know plenty
Like
of people
Jesse.
that kicked themselves for 4 years.
2012. That was me.
Right. And,
Uh-huh.
and also, if you get 4 caches on Leap Day this year, you earn a Leap Day souvenir.
Yep.
Yes.
And the other thing people are working towards on Leap Day, and the reason I think that our area anyway has so many events, we have events and we have CETOs and we have all kinds of stuff that's going on Leap Day. I know people who are taking the day off work to go cache all day and go to all of these events. On Project GC, the badges, you get a special you get like a special icon on your badge for that day. So if you
Really?
found an event on February 29th, you get the February 29th little icon on your badge. Or I can't think of any others off the top of my head. I don't have it open in front of me,
Do
but
they have for like various cache types?
right, different cache
Okay.
types. Yeah. So if you attend like a certain, a CETO on that day, or
What if I've
I
done it in
can't,
the
I don't,
past?
or Earth Cache, then you have it. So if you go
And
to
you,
the
okay.
go
You
to your
know, I
profile
know.
stats on Project GC, and then
Project.
click on the tab that's the badge gen. And you have, so like for example, I'm level 3 for letterbox. I'm a diamond
Mhm.
for letterbox, and I have found a letterbox on February 29th, and I've FTF'd a letterbox. So I have those 2 badges on my letterbox, or those 2 icons on my letterbox badge.
Okay. So
Okay.
where am I going? Where do you want me to go now?
Go to your profile stats on Project GC.
I'm there. Okay. I'm here.
Okay. And then one of your tabs
My
should be
profile
badge gen. It's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, sixth tab.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I've got I have found a Where I Go, a letterbox, a CETO, a
Mhm.
virtual cache, a puzzle cache, a lab cache, and a odd size container.
Mhm.
how do we know this? Where are you seeing this stuff?
So it's got a little circle with February 29th on there. So a micro,
Do you see
a
your badge gen
Yeah,
tab?
I'm here. I'm just not seeing the February
achiever.
29th.
Maybe it's
So,
a premium thing on Project GC.
I am a premium member. I'm a
Oh,
premium
well
member.
then you should see them.
so on your badges, do you see some circles and stuff around
Yeah,
there?
circles like Matrix Cache or Letterbox or Where Go Cache.
Okay. So on the left-hand side, like 9:00 on the
Yeah.
badge, if you had the February 29th, that's at about the 9:00 position. You don't see those little
You see do you see FTF, a little circle with FTFs on them? Because I know you've done a bunch of FTFs, so you should
need-
see those.
do I need to come in there and show you?
I see the FTF addict. I see that. I'm in badge
Here.
check.
Well, I'm gonna share.
Show your screen. Yeah, you could have shared your screen. Look at you coming in here. Coming in hot.
Right here.
Share mine here real quick.
Oh, is odd size cache? Oh, that thing.
So
You know
see how it's got the
Now I see
February
it. Yeah,
29th
now I got
FTF
it.
and
Okay.
81.
All right, I gotcha. So, guys, for idiots like me, it's when you're on the badges, it's a little circle on the left-hand side that says, "Yeah, about the 9:00 spot." She's right. 29 Feb. Okay. So I've got a. What do I have? An odd size cache or I have an odd size cache here February 29th. I have a CETO February 29th. I have a mystery cache February 29th. I have a small cache February 29th. Yeah, so it's done pretty good. February 29th.
Yeah.
Regular
So
cache
that's-
February 29th.
Yeah, so that's what people are working towards.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll get 4 on that day.
Sure.
Banking
I'll
the
get
ones
4.
around us. We got caches that came out around us. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're banking for that.
Mm-hmm.
Got 3 already. No, 2. Technically 2. Because the other one is down in the woods. Yeah. So leap day, 4 caches. Don't forget, guys. Get 4 cache. Don't get 1
Yep.
cache.
Get
4 cache.
4.
To me, I got another email from this. As
Good.
well. I did. So this is from Mike Thiesenbitz. I think his cache name's M Thiesenbitz. I think that's his cache name.
Like T.
He says this has happened to me 3 times over the years. A new cache comes out, and someone, usually a new cacher, claims FTF and posts found but didn't have a chance to sign the log. End quote. Later that day, I will find the cache and sign the log. Who is the FTF in that case? To me, it seems obvious that the first signer is the FTF, but apparently not everyone seems eye to eye to that on that. Looking forward to the discussion. Is this even a discussion, Mike?
If you didn't
It's not a
sign it, if you didn't sign it, you didn't find the cache.
It's not
period.
first to log online.
It's not the first to see it get published and then log it, but it didn't go out and sign it. No, I don't think so.
No, I would just log FTF. Be like,
I would
"Sorry,
log
dude."
FTF and
Like, are you serious? Saying found it but didn't have a chance to sign the log? What does that even mean?
Then you didn't find it.
You couldn't be bothered.
that means the person doesn't know how to play the game.
Obviously not. Yeah, sorry, Mike. I'm not going to discuss that because that's just they're wrong.
They're wrong, exactly.
I don't think anyone would agree with. Mike, I would encourage you to find somebody who believes in that and tell them give us a call because then I'll debate with them why they think that's correct. Because clearly the guidelines state you need to sign the log to like physical log is part of logging the cache.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine who is a FTF hound, and at one point he at least had the top number of FTFs in the country, over 20,000. And he literally forgot to sign the log on one of them. A friend and I had gone out there and stuff, and was like, we're looking for his name. I was like, where's his name? He didn't sign the log. And we took a picture of it and everything. We signed the log. We claimed FTF. It's like, sorry, dude, you didn't sign the log.
How do you not sign a log?
He goes, okay, you're right. I didn't sign. I apparently rushed off and didn't sign the log. So
I've never.
I 100% believe that he found the cache. It wasn't like a hard find or anything like that. But he when you're out there like him, he's out there rushing to find the first to finds. He probably pulled it out, and then it was kind of a weird container to get things out of, and then he probably shoved everything back in and forgot to sign the log.
Interesting.
So,
yeah, well, then not FTF. That's kind of the main one of the general guideline rules is sign the physical log.
Yep.
Jess, what do you got to you?
I was going to mention
the
new virtual rewards.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
So far,
yes,
in the United States this year, of the new ones,
yes,
97 new published just in the US.
How many?
97.
97 new ones have already published?
Just in the US.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Worldwide?
Not mine. I need to get my button gear.
I'll wait till December.
You'll be like me. I'll wait till the last minute. 538 worldwide have already published of the new ones.
How many did they give out? Do we know?
4,000? Was it 2,000? 2,000 or 4,000?
4,000 sounds right.
I can't remember. Somebody in the chat room will know. I don't remember if it was 2,000 or 4,000. Yeah.
Sometimes too. Put it in the chat room.
You'll know. Illinois, we have 5 new ones so far.
We have 5. Nice.
I'm never going to qualify for
we will never
all Illinois virtual challenges. No. Never.
Not if they keep freaking doing that to
No.
us. I mean, they keep
So-
doing it.
It was 4,000.
4,000. Scott knew. Thank you, Scott.
Wow. That's a staggering stat there, Jess.
Yeah, it's been what, 3 weeks? Because they were given out on what, like January
It's like been nothing. Yeah.
9th or something? January 7th, 9th? So it's been about a
Something
month.
like that. Yeah.
So I guess you get all those excited people, and then I guess probably
Well, there's probably people like me who had one planned, but then they're not procrastinators like I am, and so they actually went out and got it published.
Yeah.
Or procrastinate like me, and then somebody put one in where I wanted to put one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And then I had to redo one. I mean, I had to come up with a new
one. Yeah.
a new location.
Nobody took. I was shocked. Mine didn't have one.
Yeah.
Shocked. I mean, mine's at a big Lego giraffe in front of a Lego store. Shocked it
Wow.
didn't have one. Yeah.
Mhm.
We got a call here. We've got look who it is. Oh, we got Tyrone Shoelaces on the call. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
I haven't heard from you in a long time. What's up?
Yeah, I've been busy.
How's the beard looking?
Oh, it's big and bushy.
Is it still bushy?
How dare
It's so
you?
big and bushy.
Big and bushy. Good. Am I going to see you at Midwest this year?
Don't know yet. But, I can't make my summer schedule until I get the summer schedule for my ex in May.
Oh, for the kids.
So I can't make any summer plans until then.
Oh, okay.
I will do my best
I feel your pain.
to be there.
Fingers are crossed.
What's
Yeah.
up, buddy? What can we do for you?
Timely discussion here. You guys were just talking about virtual caches, and I had a
Yes.
question for you regarding these new virtual caches that are coming out. Maybe a question that tests your geocaching ethics a little bit.
Sure.
Let's say a new virtual comes out, and we've all been caching for a while, traveling for a while, and a new virtual comes out, and the requirement is that you have to have a picture of yourself in a certain place, and you happen to have a picture of yourself in a certain place
Mm-hmm.
from before when that cache was created. Would you log that as a find?
Jesse, I'll take that to you. I'll give Jesse that one because
I think you know my answer.
I know, but that's why I'm gonna let you answer it.
My answer is no. And I have that exact situation. I
also have that exact situation.
And you have not logged it.
I have not logged it. There is a
Yeah.
virtual at the Terracotta Warriors exhibit in Katy, Texas.
Mhm.
And I was there with my son and my mother, and I took a picture right there at the horses, the statuette of the horses and stuff there, and it's like I've just never been back there to actually log the cache, and this was I did this before I took that picture before I was caching. And so, no, I did not. I did not feel like qualified. So
mine's actually different. I was a cacher, but I was a new cacher, and I didn't know that there was a virtual there. I didn't,
You can open up your phone
at the time. Caching was something I did like on vacation. Not something I did on
pre-me.
Before I knew Scott. And I have pictures of myself there. I was a cacher at the time, but because I wasn't there specifically for the virtual, I didn't log it.
Right. I get that.
Yeah.
I will say if I was out caching and I happened to be out there that day and I took a picture that day and I noticed, hey, there was a virtual there and all the requirements were that I take a picture at the place, and I saw it that day. Yeah, I would go ahead and make that claim, but one where I took it months earlier and I figured out that, hey, there was a cache there. No.
Yeah, I've never done that before because I don't take pictures. But if I did, no, I would not. No. Years before or even months before, no. Ethically, no. Why? You planning on doing that, Tyler?
No, I'm with you guys. I probably wouldn't do it either. just noticed that there's one that came out, and the CO on social media was pretty explicit in that she's allowing that to happen.
Really?
And there's nothing in the guidelines to say that you can't. And so there's been a lot of folks that have gone back and logged this virtual. It's a pretty popular spot, and it's hard to get to. So it's not like you can just drive in your car and in 5 minutes go find it.
So you're saying it's so it's an interesting spot.
Out her and say too much more.
No, you don't have to. That's fair. I won't make it. Well, I won't make you. So it's a hard to get to spot, but if you've already been there, you can log it. Basically, is what they're saying. If you've already been there, you can log
it's a hard to get to spot, and it's a specific spot. It's a geocaching destination.
Oh, another one. Well,
So
why would you take
anybody who has been
why would you take a
will
picture?
Have a picture of
Wow. Oh, so is that part of the deal on the? I'm assuming there is or was already a cache there. Was part of the deal take a picture? Was this pre?
There are traditional caches there, and this entry point is picturesque. So everybody who goes there gets a picture. And now you can log it.
Have I been there?
Ethics let you log it.
Have I been there, Tyrone?
You, all three of you, I don't think have been there.
Okay.
No, in fact, this might give you a little bit of a clue. I know you and Jesse have recently talked about going there. Maybe this.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Okay, sure, I got you. We'll be sure to watch for that while we're there.
Yeah, when you go there, don't forget there's a new virtual.
Well,
I'm reading through the virtual guidelines, and it doesn't say anything about time frame. I
Really?
mean,
Usually,
that's yeah.
I think it's kind.
I will say. Oh, go ahead, Jesse.
No, I was gonna. I'm just gonna say it. I think it's kind of icky.
I
Personally,
agree.
I think it's kind of icky. Are people going to do it? Absolutely. But you know what? Remember, these are guidelines. Everyone's going to cache their own way. I don't think that I would do it, but I'm sure I
Right.
do things that other people think are icky. So,
Yeah,
what goes around comes
he's
around.
like, I know I've taken pictures out in front of the Glockenspiel in Munich, Germany, and stuff like that, and I'm positive that there's virtuals there for it, and it's like,
Sure.
but that was before I was caching. Am I going to go try to claim that? No,
Right.
That's just at least that's my philosophy. So.
And that being said, if the owner is allowing it and or encouraging it, well, then God bless.
Yeah.
More power to you. So.
Oh well, that's like people allowing you to claim first to find on an event. It's like, no, sorry.
Right. Agreed.
Tyrone, are you going to be there with us when we go do it, or have you already done it?
To where?
To where they shall not speak of.
This
Yes.
particular spot?
Yes.
Yes, I have been there, and I have a picture, so I could log it, but I won't.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
But I can make an argument to do it as well. I can see both sides.
Well, if she's encouraging you, God bless. Go for it. That's what I say.
Right.
I mean, if
it's funny because, I do waymarking too. And I know it's a little different because, nobody cares as much about waymarking, but I kind of see it the same way. That there are waymarks that I have done that I logged as visited prior to me being a cacher, prior to when waymarking even existed. But again, it's like, it's because it's a virtual, it's not something you actually had to touch. Then the spot existed. It's just that the cache is just a listing bringing you to the spot. I kind of visualize waymarks being the same way. And again, I did it for the waymarking because, it's not, nobody cares about waymarking. But for the cache, I don't think I would.
All right. I'm going to throw another one at you, Tyrone. You can't find the cache, but you know the owner. You call the owner and say, "Hey, buddy, I think your cache is gone." He goes, "Yeah, I'll come out. I'll go check it tomorrow. You go ahead and log it." Do you log it?
I have had that happen to me numerous times. And every time I message them back and say, thanks for the offer. I'll log the find when I go back out there and sign it.
Chad, do you log it?
I have.
Jesse? Jesse, do you log it?
I have. But I
So
think it depends on
it-
what it is too, though.
Yeah.
Like if it's an LPC, yeah,
yeah.
you know. But
I have logged it, and also I have asked for permission to, do you want me to replace it?
replace.
And they allow me to replace it. It's like, yeah, that's a definite logger.
Not even replace it. Just
But
go ahead.
if it's like a generic one and not like a highly valued thing, then there's like, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and log it.
right.
Not only do I encourage that logging, I mean, but like I've said this before on all of my LPCs, I put in my cache description, if it's not there, replace it. Feel free to replace it. Nobody should DNF an LPC. It's a skirt lamp. If you got a container, log it. If not, log it. I don't care. Go ahead. Like that's always in my LPCs. I don't care. Like, but nobody should ever DNF an LPC. So feel free to replace.
Yeah, if I'm like 99% certain.
LPCs.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Tara?
So I'm glad I never DNF'd one of your LPCs, so I never had to face that situation because I would have just logged the DNF.
Well, you'd be a silly rabbit. What you get for not reading the log, or rather the description.
So, and the only time I would go to the cache owner is if I'm 99% certain I know where the cache was supposed to be hidden,
Right.
an LPC or something like that, and it's gone missing, and which happens.
Well, when I go to an LCPC, I don't know the owner, I don't replace it. We Jesse and I will DNF it many times, but if I know the owner,
if I know the owner, I contact the owner. If I don't know the owner, I will contact them and say, hey, I think I'm DNFing this. I think your cache is missing.
Yeah, but I mean, some caches I even have carte blanche. If we're doing Sol's caches, Sol 69 caches, I know he's cool. He's like, he said to me, like, replace it. You don't see it, replace it.
Right.
So I know I have free reign over those, like to replace whenever something's not there. But yeah, that's all ethics, and that's a whole show. Yeah. All right, Tyrone, good to talk to you, buddy. You be well. Hope to see you.
You too.
All right. Be well.
Hopefully we'll see you this summer.
All right. Bye-bye. We have got Iowa on the line. Iowa. We know what that means. Hello?
Yeah.
Hi. Ooh, you got a bad signal. Keep talking.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Not better.
Nope.
One more time. Nope.
Mark, we can't hear you.
You're getting dropped. We can't hear you.
Call back.
Sorry, buddy. But
Call us back.
But we do have California on the line. Hello.
You do. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello,
Yes.
how are you guys
I can
doing?
hear you.
Good.
What's up, man?
So I think Wes is the one who summed it up pretty well when he says, hey, if you don't cheat the way I'm cheating, you're cheating.
That's right.
So
That's
as long as
t-shirt
we're
right there,
talking
so
about controversial things that COs allow,
Yes.
I'll tell you something that I'm allowing. I picked this up from the Czechs. In Chechnya, they have what they call first to find friendly, and that anybody who finds the cache within a time frame that is specified gets to claim the first to find. I'm doing it with events.
So anybody.
Not with the events, but with geocaches hidden around events. So that if a cache publishes right after the event and some people still want to hang around and chit chat, they're not rushing off to get the first to find because they know that you can have the first. Anybody who claims it between this time and this time, let's say a 6-hour period, can claim the first to find.
So it's more the first to find that day. I'm fine with that. First to find that day, more or less, pretty much is what it is.
Right. First to find that day.
Interesting. I don't hate that idea. First to find
that's a good idea.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the whole event doesn't have to walk out together to the parking lot to all go claim a group FTF.
Right.
Which I'm sure we have all done.
All done it.
Now, I'm sure, for the record, Scott, I'm sure purists are screaming at their earphones right now, at you.
And I'm sure that they are. And I've definitely had a discussion with someone who says you can't do that. And I'm like, GCHQ does not want anything to do with first to finds. So as the CO, I think that I can do this.
Yep.
And
if they're not going to,
they're not going to harp at me.
No, I like that.
if they're not going to acknowledge or put rules and regulations around it because that pushes it to a potentially dangerous situation of people rushing to go find caches, then they have no control over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, group FTFs are the norm.
And it's optional also. The person doesn't have to claim the first to find if they don't want to. If that's their philosophy, that's fine. It's just an option that we're presented. Well, thank you guys very much. I'm glad you let me talk about it, and I appreciate your enthusiasm for the idea.
You be well, buddy. We'll talk soon. Good to hear from you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, I do like that idea. That's not bad.
That's a good idea.
Because it's an FTF, but it's not an FTF. It's a day FTF. It's like, hey, what? You want an FTF?
Yeah, I'm putting it out for the event, and anyone that wants to grab it because and not spoil the event by everyone rushing off.
Mm-hmm.
There was a cache years ago in Northbrook, Illinois, my hometown, called Everyone Gets an FTF. And I wish Wheels was in the chat room right now. I know he's not. I haven't seen his name tonight because he would remember this one. It was a tree climb, and basically everyone got an FTF. If you logged this cache, you logged it as an FTF, and you had all you had to do was tell your FTF story in the log. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your FTF.
I remember this.
Do you remember it? Was it around for you?
Vaguely remember. I vaguely remember. I have seen others that way where you need an FTF this month. Come and log this.
Everyone gets an FTF. Yeah,
I've seen those. To me, that's no different than a liar's cache.
Yeah,
exactly. But the thing is that FTFs don't count. They don't count towards anything.
Right.
So technically, it can't not count.
Right. A liar's cache still counts towards your.
I mean, exactly? But how is a purist arguing about an FTF when an FTF is nothing?
Right.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like a purist won't even purists won't co-FTF.
Right. If they're not the one who spotted it and touched it first. They don't log it.
Touched it first. They're not logging it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And for what it's worth, in general, I don't like liar's caches, but there's one liar cache that I really, really did enjoy, which basically you had to put together a story about your find on the cache, and it gives you some fairly explicit instructions, and these stories tend to go on for 3-4 pages of stuff, and that one was really fun, and that is one of 2 5.5s that out of the 53 5.5s that I've got that were liar caches. So the rest were legit. Yeah,
there was not a liar's cache, but we had one which I want to redo. I want to do a redux of it. It's called the Summit of Mount Prospect. It was
I was just trying to remember the name of that cache.
Summit of Mount Prospect in Mount Prospect, Illinois. And what it was a multi. So stage 1 was base camp. Stage 2 was down the street at a police station under the flagpole. So it had like a flag that you had lift the flag, right? And the whole point of it was a really easy cache, but the point was you had to tell a story in your log of how you summited Mount Prospect. And it was such a great, I wish I had the GC. I'm totally unprepared, but it was, mine's in there. My log's in there.
Find it real quick.
From years ago. I mean, we're just the odds,
That was before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those. Those are awesome. And I've wanted to redux it for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Here we go. It's GC
thank you.
KF0B. B.
B as in boy.
B as in boy. K, F as in Frank, 0, B as in boy. That's how old it is.
It's old. Yeah. It got archived a long time ago.
Long
time ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So
Yeah,
this,
here.
yeah, mine was called Quantum Leap, which was GCHRVB, and that was in 2004. And yeah, it was a you did have to solve a puzzle, decrypt a double sort of double encrypted leap year based encryption code within there to find the original, the waypoint 1, which gives you you take one of the sheets of paper which gives you all the instructions about what your objective is, where the supposed final waypoint is supposed to be, and then you got to make up a story based upon that and how you got to it and the equipment that you had to
Yeah, this was
buy
like that too.
and
The same thing.
and yeah,
Summiting, yeah, like the treacherous journey it took you to get to Mount Prospect. Summiting.
exactly.
Yeah.
So in this one, there's a lot of banjo playing you hear playing in the background.
Mhm.
So you're out in the sticks, and it's like when you hear the banjo music going playing, it's like, be scared, be very scared.
Yeah, but there's not, you don't see caches like that anymore, man. It's not.
No.
It's very different breed. Okay, whose turn is it? Chad, I think it's your turn.
Well,
you
it's February, and so if you've been paying attention, we're having a new hiding theme every month, and this month's hiding theme is birdhouses.
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 I have a birdhouse cache.
You do?
I do.
You have a birdhouse cache?
I sure do.
What's it called?
Right here in town. It's called something like "This Cache is for the Birds."
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that one.
Super original and creative.
Yes, that's still around.
It is.
That's been out
Yeah.
for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
We moved it a couple times. I don't even know where it is anymore. I remember we moved it a couple.
I moved it. I moved it to a better location.
Yeah. It's not park, right? Behind the trees.
Yes. It's in the park.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think I got a birdhouse in the garage. I might go put out.
Oh, I have a birdhouse in the garage that I can put out.
You do a birdhouse.
Oh, wheels are turning.
So
birdhouses for the month.
Did you guys hear about the lady stuck in the woods with her kids in Oregon that was a cacher, so she was prepared?
Yes.
You hear about that, Chad?
Mm-mm.
All right. This is a crazy story. So an Oregon woman and her 3 kids were stranded on an unpaved road on Burnt Mountain in Coos County while geocaching in the area Sunday afternoon. Coos County deputies found the Washington County family off Burnt Mountain Road outside Coquille after the mother, Alice, I don't want to say her name, and her children walked a mile in the cold and rain to get cell phone service and call for help. Fortunately, Schwartz was I just told her name. Schwartz was a seasoned geocacher and downloaded the area map ahead
of in the news.
Which that's true. Which allowed her and her kids to find a signal. This is a quote. "It's very important to download the offline map if you're going further away from home than you know your way back," Schwartz said. "If I didn't have it, we would have gotten in really bad shape." That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
A cacher downloaded that, which is what we all do. At least we should.
Yeah.
Download that offline map.
Yep.
And thank God she did.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the bad weather, her car got stuck. Yeah. They were cold and wet, otherwise in good spirits. Alice had them well prepared with appropriate supplies. See, again, geocacher.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And did you see what she did to draw attention to where they were so the rescuers could find them?
Yeah. Tell us what she did, Jess.
She had like a sunshade that you put in your front windshield that has the silver reflection
Mm-hmm.
And so she took that and like propped it up so you could see that silver, and it would stand out in the woods.
So they could see her.
Yeah, so they could see her.
She made a beacon.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty smart.
Pretty smart. You got to appreciate that, man.
Definitely.
You got to love that stuff when you see that stuff in the news. I like that. Jess, what do you got? Wrap it
So
up on us.
we have something interesting going on here in the Chicagoland area, and I'm curious if it's just something here, like something our local cachers are doing, or if this is going on elsewhere. And even if it's not going on elsewhere, maybe it will be after this conversation. We have a cacher about an hour away from us down in the South Chicago suburbs.
In Aurora.
In Aurora, Illinois.
Party on, Jess.
Party on, Scott. Who has
I got the reference.
We popped Chad as he was drinking.
Party on. He has March Madness going on. All 31 days of March, he has a CeDo in a different park.
Nice.
Every day
of March. March Madness CeDos. I said that's going to be the cleanest town.
Yeah.
I mean,
here's the problem though: is it's Chicago. Now I'm all
in
for
March.
this. Don't get me wrong. God bless.
Oh yeah.
You want to go out to a park every day and clean it? God bless.
We've gone to a CeDo in March where it's snowing and there's snow on the ground.
In March, like there's snow in March. We could have a lot of snow.
This is obviously a retired cacher.
Yes, he is a retired cacher.
Yeah, they're all like 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 in the morning on a Tuesday.
I wish I could go, but I have to work. Maybe we'll head to one or two of the.
You're gonna go to that? I mean, how many people are gonna go to that?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's a great idea. But so what? I mean, even if it's just the hosts and like one other person, okay, great.
Yeah, I said he's got to be going for a challenge of some kind. I mean, like 30 days of 31
31
31 CeDos.
31 CeDos
and a
CeDo streak.
Yeah, how's that for CeDo streaking? Yeah, that's a challenge, Cash.
Yeah, right.
I want to CeDo every day for 31 days.
I don't know if that would fly.
I don't know if Reviewer Smith will let that one fly for me. I don't know. Should I try and let it go? Be like, Perks, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. I know you didn't what else you got, Jess? You got something else in here before we go?
I was just going to share a little update. I know some of our listeners have been following along with our adventures with Maggie, our tag, our teardrop trailer.
There you go.
And I spent some time out sitting in it. She's sitting in the garage this winter. And so I spent some time out there over last weekend.
We turned the heat on for the first time.
That's right. I powered her up, turned the heat on, got everything working because it was a little chilly out there. Let me share my screen and I will show everyone what I did. And for those not watching, I do have
pictures in the show notes.
I do have pictures in the show notes
on our website.
Let me go to my.
You want to see pictures of inside of Maggie?
Oh, come on. Where I have way too many tabs open. I'm so sorry. I'm like really not prepared here. Photos. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay. So here is my before.
That's before. Yeah,
this is the before.
Maggie, like as of Monday.
No, this is as of last Friday or Saturday.
When did you do it?
Whoops. Oh, that's the dog.
Jeep. Hi, Jeep.
That's Jeep sleeping funny. That's how she sleeps. Okay, wait, I went the wrong way. Okay, so this is my before.
Yes.
And here's a little hint of what I started doing. Here's a little more hint. This took me 3 hours to do just one side.
One wall. Yeah.
Just one wall. Side, one wall.
Peel and stick or
peel and stick.
Peel and stick.
Oh, hey, peel and stick sucks. It's a pain, or I should say it's a pain to put up as compared to regular wallpaper.
Yeah, but look how cute it looks.
Oh, it looks cute. I'm not doubting that. I'm
was-
just saying because it's you're.
It was,
yeah.
yeah. But the nice thing is, like, I could peel it and restick it if I didn't get it
Right.
positioned quite right, or whatever. So, yeah. So this is the first
There's one walk.
first modification that we've done. I have a bunch of other things that I have planned, but this is number one. Give her a little bit of a personality on the inside. So
Looks good.
I thought
Yeah,
I would
I thought it looks
share.
really cute. Yeah, we
Looks really good. Yeah.
decided on that wallpaper. We agreed upon it.
Mhm.
It looks cute. So now we got to do now. You got to do the other side.
Now I have to do the other side. I'll do that this weekend. So
Yeah. Maybe it should be quick. Do you think it'll go quicker this time?
probably not.
Or was it
I mean,
not,
I would.
was it
I
not
would
a learning curve? Was it that just took 3 hours?
It just took a really long time because there's so many cuts.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, and I
Mhm.
try to keep the pieces as whole as possible. There are a couple spots that don't quite, and I try to match up the picture, from strip to strip. And so,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I know personally, I know that this little section right here doesn't match up, and I'm okay with it.
Are you though?
Well, I mean,
Are you
I'm
though?
telling
I
myself
know my
that
wife.
anyway.
It's
I
gonna
know my
bug
wife.
you every time you look at it, but
Yeah, I'm telling myself I'm okay with it, but
Okay.
yeah.
That looks good.
So
And meanwhile, you took nothing off of that too. Everything was still in its place, aside from the smoke detector. That was really about it. All the
yeah,
shelves
I
everything-
just undid the smoke detector, but the mount that it goes on was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything else was there. I didn't take anything off.
Yeah, so it was a
I
lot
went
to take.
around it all. So
Anybody listening at work or whatever, so first of all, we apologize for that. I usually do a visual show, but if you want to see it, go to our website,
It is-
geocachingpodcast.com, and then you go to the show notes for this show, episode 803, and then you can see pictures of what we're talking about if you'd like to see.
Mhm.
That is, I think, is that everything? I think everything we wanted to talk about tonight. I think that's it. Yeah.
I don't have anything else.
All right. There you go. Cash a coffee in the books, February. Everybody, thanks for calling in. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Everybody in the chat room, thank you so much. We love you guys. Next week, Chad, and this guy's nice. See how you waited patiently, and now you get to hear this bad title that Chad came up with. Next week is a show for Chad. Next week's show is Caching Life with a Muggle Partner. So basically, all you caches that have Muggle wives or I shouldn't say wives, Muggle partners, because it could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever. God bless. And they don't cache and you do. Let's talk about that. What's it like? Is it easy? Is it hard? How do you get around it? How do you compromise? There's got to be compromise there. Chad, there must be compromise.
yes, there
A lot of
must
begging
be.
and compromise. My wife's not a Muggle. My wife's a cashier. My partner.
And for what it's worth, I think that caching title or that title is much better than dealing with a Muggle wife that you came up or a Muggle
Maybe the
partner,
Muggle partner.
that you came up with. So
Or just use what we're using, just Chat GTP.
I was using Chat GPT to come up with geocaching harmony, solo pursuits when your spouse isn't on board. Or geocaching
so
solo,
ChatGPT.
adventuring without your Muggle spouse.
Oh God, this is why it doesn't take over the world.
Navigating adventures when your partner's a Muggle.
Yep. So that's what
Yep.
the show is next week, guys. Caching Life with a Muggle partner.
Exploring the geocaching world with a non-geocacher companion. I mean,
All right, we're closing the show. You'll just keep going on and on and on and on and on. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archive video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you find your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click that subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Odds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Art and Crafted, pattags.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear.
So I like GSM times 2 one there. How to cash while avoiding divorce.
Right.
How to cash while avoiding divorce.
Yeah.
That's really the title.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, there was a question. I gotta go back. Jim Stark wants to know: did the smoke detector come with the trailer, or did you add it? Maybe also add a CO detector. Yes, it came with the smoke/CO detector, and there's also there's a second carbon monoxide / something else detector. I don't know. It has all the detectors and all the safety stuff and everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And a fire extinguisher, too.
And a fire extinguisher.
And a fire extinguisher there.
Mm-hmm.
Must have a fire extinguisher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Sure do.
All right, guys. Next week, Muggling Partners thing.
Yay. I got homework to do.
Be well, guys. We'll talk to you next week.